I'd like to hand this out to you. This is National Oldtime Fiddle Festival newspaper that we publish. And I'm handing it out because on the back, on the very back page, this is part of what your grant did last year. This is the very first time we've applied in many, many years for an ITC grant. And part of it went towards a poster that is finished and will be unveiled. I'm unveiling it to you, but the actual poster will be finished this week. So that is what the poster looks like. And just a little bit, there's also some upcoming events that are on the back of it, so you'll have a schedule of the actual fiddle festival.
Thank you.
I'll give it somebody. Okay, last year was, again, was one of the first year we had ever applied for a grant. And I need to tell you, I want to tell you, I'm really excited to report back what we were able to accomplish. We have worked on a tight budget for a lot of years, and we had never really applied for grants. I had recently moved to the area. I'm originally from Georgia, and we moved out west. And so I love the Fiddle Festival, got involved and started writing some grants. We were able to get a grant that allowed us to do a marketing campaign, which is something we had never done really before, a whole campaign. The Fiddle Festival, as many of you might know, we're going on our 56th year. We have had 55 years of the National Oldtime Fiddle Festival in Weezer, and primarily we've existed upon reputation. We are known all over the country as the granddaddy of all fiddle festivals. My friend was getting the shakedown going into the White House, and she was asked where she was from, and she said Idaho. And he said, where? And she said, Weezer. And he said, home of the National Oldtime Fiddle Festival. And she said, that's right. I took my kids to Seattle during spring break. I was in an elevator with a man. He said, where are you from? I said, Weezer, Idaho. He said, my daughter got second at the National Oldtime Fiddle Festival. So our branding is really good. Idaho, one of the things that Idaho is known for, and sometimes more outside of the state than in, is being home of the National Oldtime Fiddle Festival. And we are trying to take that brand that I believe we've done well at being cohesive in and making it more marketable. What the grant allowed us to do last year was to update a poster. We have had a challenge in that I think our audience, I know our audience based on statistics is great. We have a good audience that registers about 65 and older, and we wanted to hit a new demographic. Our target market with last year's grant was families 35 and older. If you go down to the point one, actually two, on television advertising, we put out bids to different advertising agencies, and we chose one that fit within our budget, and we brought together a campaign. We were actually able to buy advertising that had never happened before. And we worked with the Journal Broadcast Group, and were able to get radio spots as well as television advertising. Last year, we produced the television advertising. It is now finished, and we have some spots. But as you can see from my main objective, and if you look on my back page, element one, what we're really asking for is to be able to continue that. With last year, we were able to produce it and get some spots. We'd like to be able to get more. The specific targets, marketing targets that I would like to look at are the Seattle-Portland area. Weezer, on that side of the state, we're still a day's drive. We're a tank and a half from the Seattle-Portland area. So we are a destination and an entire week-long event that they can come, and it's still a vacation that is reasonable and that's doable. We have about 35% of our audience that is from out of state. And that range is all over. A good portion coming from Northern California. We also draw from Montana, Wyoming, Washington extensively, some from Oregon. So what we're asking for, the two elements that we're asking for is one, to be able to continue television advertising. We've sunk the cost into producing it, and we would really like to use that same advertisement to hit a larger target market. And I kind of had to laugh. I don't think we're new at this, and we shoot a little low because our actual matching is we have a $90,000 sponsorship with Cable One at this time, and they allow us to run television advertising, 30-second spot television advertising. If you go down below television advertising, we run it from Illinois to Texas, and it's virtually free. We recognize them as one of our main sponsors, and they give us, we're the community service segment, and they do that advertising for us. So we do have significant But to be able to choose where we do our advertising through a grant allows us to actually hit the demographics we're looking for, which is the family 35 and over. And so that's where also, the second element is website education. I would love to have you, anyone who has a computer, go to www.fiddlecontest.com. We have brought the fiddle contest, sometimes kicking and screaming, into the 21st century. We are online. You can buy your tickets online, and for the first time, it used to be that we sent out packets to the contestants, physical paper packets. They filled them all out and sent them back. Now it's done online. Yeah.
Just to let you know, I Googled fiddle contests just to see what came up. Number 1, congratulations.
Thank you. And that is actually based upon hits. And we rank first based upon hits. And so Google will rank us based upon the number of hits we receive. And we are actually receiving revenue from our website. We put souvenirs and CDs on the website, and year to date we've received $1,600 from our website back. What we're asking for in the element 2 is education. We don't want to have to go to a webmaster. We would like to be able to learn how to run the website ourselves so that we can go in and update it when we get a sponsor, or we work with artists. Sometimes they're not the most reliable. So we might not know that we're getting a band until 2 or 3 weeks before the Fiddle Festival. We might not know that a certain artist is going to make our contest until a week or 2 before. And so to be able to understand how we can go in and manipulate our own website better will allow us to update sponsors, to show new advertising, and to show what bands are coming in. So we would like the grant to educate ourselves on how to manipulate our website better. That's really basically. Are there any comments, questions? Points of clarification?
I have a question. How far a drive is Weezer from Boise?
Weezer from Boise is an hour and 15 minutes. We're obviously a day trip from Boise. And what we've tried to do with Boise is show that you can stay in Boise and come to Weezer. So you can stay in Boise and have a nice hotel, because we do lack hotel space. We are filled up in hotel space. We've tried to combat that in 2 ways. One, show up the Idaho Alley where they can stay, and that includes Boise, and then just be a day trip back and forth and have nicer accommodations. And 2, we've done a lot with our RV camps. We have, if you look on the second page, our bus and RV tours, that's number 4. We've been cited in 2 different magazines as one of the top 100 places to see before you die. And we have aggressively gone out to them and market ourselves as a good place for RV and bus tours. This year we have 2 different groups coming in. So, and that's really where we're targeting the 65 and older market. So we'd like to consider ourselves a day trip from Boise.
Any questions? Good job. There are 13 hotels or motels listed on their site. So. And
we've tried it. We've done linking with them, and they've been really good about it.
Yeah.
We're excited.
One question about the poster.
Yes.
This was part of what we funded.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Inside there is the ITC logo or anything on this poster?
It should be.
I didn't see it.
I don't think. That's not our contact, but
I don't think.
Well, if you look on the shopping bag, I think it's on there.
What?
I don't think
Yeah.
we did fund it. I thought we cut it. It was
Oh, I
only
don't-
television
No, but-
advertising.
my understanding, the only thing that got cut was the restaurant guy. Is that
We
correct?
just need to look at that, because if it's
Okay.
something that we funded,
needs to
that's
say.
in there, we need to make
I
sure
did
that
work with
anything that we've got-
Okay.
advertisers.
Okay, yeah, in there, so
We'll make sure that
before you run the actual things on them,
Okay.
if it's something that we put the dollars in, we want to make sure that that gets that,
Okay.
so that you get your dollars.
Exactly. That's an excellent point, and I did not realize that.
perhaps that picture of you on there is the ITC item. The bearded one.
Before you, no, I'm actually the guy on top playing.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming over for that.